Yo, we're here with Luke.
Oh,
He won with the best deck.
yeah, by Gilbert. Yeah.
Alright, take us through.
Let's do it. I was only small locals. So eggs, four draw Gigi. I just thought this was just for consistency. And I played red base as well, so you kind of I think this is just the better one. I wish I could play like the bird egg, but then all your Guilmons did evolve for one, so it's a bit rough. But
Yeah,
draw power, you can't go wrong with draw power anyway, so I think this is fine. Doesn't come up too much, but it's there if you need it. Rookies, it's pretty standard. Four of the BT21 Guilmon. On deletion, gain of memory, and then just more consistency, more draw power. So be able to go for like early damage with like a Growlix, and then just play this out to get like just cycle through every more cards. Really good. But people know this from a Digimon, so it's pretty standard. Like
This card's awesome.
people know what the card does. And then more like consistency for Guilmon X. When you delete something, you gain a memory, so it's not just like on deletion you just gain a memory. So it combos well with the with Garuda X, so you can like pop something up to 8k and then you can gain back a memory, and then when you swing you gain back. So you can proc this a little bit easier than in the Megidra build, because when your Megidra deletes the whole stack, this misses timing.
Oh, you miss it, yeah.
So it's really good. You get to proc it with your Garuda first before you go into your Phoenix X and then swing and do all your other on deletions. This also grabbing Protoform is very important in this build specifically because you need Protoform. But I hate this card because it bottom decks Garuda X and it's really annoying. So, but still, you're still in there for like obviously draw power because it's next to anybody. And then I just play three the Rush Gil. I was thinking of playing at 4 because it's more important to kind of have it in hand than in trash, because you're like with Megidra playing these for free, you don't really have that luxury. You kind of play them off your Growlix and that's kind of it. So you want to recycle them with your Garuda X and then kind of just hard slam them for 3 by gain a bunch of memory back, hard slam for 3, and then go for game, or like grab crush and then hard slam it. So
Makes sense.
yeah. Also a free discard outlet as well for all your discarding effects.
Yeah.
Level 4s, obviously it doesn't matter, I'll show these first, but pretty self-explanatory for Growlix.
Yeah, this card's awesome.
Cards crack. Just more draw power, more like just prints memory, and then just spits out bodies. I don't really need to talk about Growlix, to be honest.
It's awesome.
Like all the lower end for the Megidra line is pretty standard. And then for the BT21 Growl, same thing. Just printing memory. Also be able to just like delete pop fob gates is pretty important, I would say. But if you don't, you get to mill too, so you kind of just fill up your trash for like rush gallons and stuff like that. Or you can it's really nice if you mill, if you don't have access to Phoenix X, if you mill it, then you can go up into your Garuda and then just add back the Phoenix X and then you kind of combo off there. So like it's kind of like more copies of Phoenix X in a way.
Yeah.
So pretty good, pretty standard again still. The last all 4 just play the one
Starter deck.
One starter deck. Other lists play the EX3. Especially Megidra, definitely play the EX3 because you want to mill.
Yeah.
But like you don't really want to mill too much in this because the only way to get stuff from bin is essentially Garuda X. You don't have calling because I'm not playing a purple base.
Yeah,
you don't have
base.
like the Gigi egg to consistently grab stuff back. So I was like, well, I just want to go for the more memory gain.
Yep.
So if you have like Gil X, this Growl X, when you delete something with a Garuda, you're gaining 3 memory.
It's pretty huge.
So it's pretty good. So just as a one-off. And level 5s, as I've mentioned a few times, Garuda X is probably like one of the best cards in the deck.
Yeah.
If you have X antibody, you get to pop something, but obviously when Digivolving you get to add something back, so you can just grab back a Rush Gill and then kind of go for game if you need it, or add back the Phoenix X and then Protoform and Phoenix X and go off. And then on deletion, Trash Security, it's really good. Essentially the same thing as the BT21 Wargrowl.
Oh yeah.
Which is nice. And then when you add something back, you can give something rush. So you can play these off Phoenix X as well, and then on play add something back, give it self rush, and then get extra damage in, which is like really nice. But the Grid X is
Insane card.
Yeah. Kind of did it backwards, but I do play 3. Tested this out today. There's the new starter deck Garuda.
What did you think?
I actually really like this. I like the alliance came up a couple times. Secure attack comes up. Like I think it's really good because you can, if you have the memory to like play like a rookie beforehand to like either like a Guilmon to like ditch and draw, and then you can use it as an alliance body. But getting sec plus 1 is really good because then your Phoenix X checks for 2, and then if you have the Garuda X, then you're trashing 1. So you're essentially hitting for 3, and then keeping like a stack on board instead of like Megiddo just going like hit for 2, lose your stack. That you keep like a full stack on board because if like they have to answer it, and if they do, you get all your on deletions again, which I think is really good. But the alliance is also really nice because it helped to clear bodies like against Leviah. I was able to just clear the Leviah with the alliance and then still get my end of attack on deletion effects.
Right.
As I would like gain memory and still trash security. So I cleared a body and still got some damage in. So I really like this. I might try a 5 room for 4, but I think 3 is like all you need because most of the time you just go to Protoform into Garuda X anyway. This is just kind of like an extra piece for like damage and stuff, and also clearing bodies with alliance is very nice. So that's it for the 5s. For the 6s, I'll play 2 BT15 Phoenix. You can play this off the Phoenix X, which is really nice because it gets its own play. You can, if they have 4 or more, you trash 1. 3 or fewer, you get to pop something the lowest DP. So just removal or more damage. And then when you Digivolve in, you get to play a 5,000 or less DP red Digimon. This can play out your all your rookies and your Guilmon, your BT21 Guilmon. So you can play him for free on play, either pop another body or mill. And then you can go into like a Growlix and then kind of go off from there. But I still like the 2. I've seen a list playing the Oyumon, which was kind of nice. But
I've seen that.
That was real. I tested it like a little bit. And I think it's really cool to be able to like de-digivolve, have access to de-digivolve in the deck. But then you have to play the Oyukens as well, and it gets a little cloggy. I do think it's really good, but this game I haven't tested it too much. But I just like birds, so I'm just going to stick with the birds.
Yeah, that's fair. Birds are cool.
Yeah, it's just one of my favorite decks. And then Phoenix X, which is like the main boss, I guess, of the deck. Triggering all your on deletion effects are end of attack. Well, as long as you have Phoenixmon or X anybody in the sources, you can attach end of attack to all your on deletions. So this is really good, and it's kind of what makes Growlix like even better in this, because then you keep your stack plus play something out for the Growlix, and then you gain memory trash stuff, and then you just have a kind of big body just sitting on board. And it's also 13k for Rush Gallant, which is very nice.
Oh, yes.
So to go for game, you can kind of like, you do your damage, you keep a body on board, and then you can Rush Gallant, pop your own stack, trigger all your on deletions again, and then you have a Rush Gallant on the board.
Oh, so Gallant can pop this.
Yeah, because it has to pop 13k, and it gives you the 13k body.
It doesn't say it has to be your opponent.
Yeah, it can be your own. So and it gives you the threshold to actually play him for the reduced cost as well.
That's insane.
So even if you don't quite have enough to get him to make him play for free, it might be like for 4 or for 3 or whatever it is. But when you pop your stack, you trigger your on deletion. So sometimes you gain memory back. So it makes it also even cheaper. So you might, even if you rush gallants for free, you're gaining, you're going plus by playing it.
Right.
Which is nice. So yeah. So three of those. I wish I could play 4, but even in normal birds, I was just playing 3, and I think three's correct.
Yeah, that's.
I was proxying rush gallants. So these are rush gallants. These aren't what they are. Because one didn't arrive in the mail, and I just haven't had a chance to pick up a second one. So I just proxying the 2, and I thought I'd just use a Gallantmon just to proxy. You actually can play this one. But I just think Rush Gallant is better because you can actually like pop your stack and then you still have Rush anyway.
The promo's insane.
Yeah, the promo's really good, but you can play like what Megidron do, just play like a toolbox where you can play like one of this, one promo, one medieval. Like that is like, I don't think 2 promo is like set in stone, like, but I do really like the promos. That's why I wanted to proxy him for today.
Yeah, that's fair.
So that's it for the Digimon, and then for the Tamers, I only play the Cool Boy just for consistency.
Oh yeah.
Shouts to Lost for giving me one.
Let's go.
Shout out to Andrew and Nathan for giving me the other ones as well. So I was able to get one, and then they helped me finish the set. So shout out to you guys.
Very nice.
I don't need to say much about Cool Boy. It's just consistency, draw power, memory gain. very good.
It was like trainings before trainings.
Exactly. There was a time where everyone wanted it to be banned, and now it's just he's just chilling.
No, it's just
and then for option cards, more consistency, just support red training because we're playing a red base. Sorry.
There's a bunch of white cards in here, though, right? 4 Cool Boy.
Yeah, 4 Cool
Four
Boy.
of another option, I'm guessing.
Well, I do play 3 Protoform, which I'll say in a sec.
Yep.
So, like, there have been moments where I just can't. I'm trying to dig for a Protoform, and like, Cool Boy whiffs on the Protoform, but it picks up other things, and I'm like, okay, I'll just train into pass turn, and I reveal a Protoform, and it's a little rough. That's the only thing that like don't like about the deck is the fact that you do rely on Protoform a fair bit. So if you bottom deck it with this or bottom deck it with a Guilmon X, which I don't try to prioritize Guilmon X search because Guilmon X can grab the Protoform but then whiff on the Garuda. So that's like you kind of have to pick your poison with that. But if I was playing purple base, you'd play the purple trainings. Like you just have to play trainings anyway.
Yeah.
First consistency, and if they get hit out security, you just like kind of go off. And then as mentioned, three Protoform. You could play 4 because like you have to see it. To be honest, like I probably you could find an argument to play 4 because like you like if you don't see this card, like it is a little rough. You can get around it just by going into Phoenix and into Phoenix X.
Yeah.
But sometimes you just don't have the memory to kind of like do that and still kind of like. So you'd like go into a Phoenix Mon and then just end up passing turn and it's kind of sitting there. I'd rather sit on a Phoenix X than just a Phoenix Mon.
Yeah.
So yeah, it definitely could make an argument for 4, but I'm just playing at 3 for now. When the next card eventually gets limited to 1, then you can probably just go one Protoform and then I don't know something else. So yeah, 3 Grav Crush. It's not. Yeah, this card needs to go to 1 for sure.
Oh yeah.
It's not like as abusive as they do in BT21, where you can just like you just play all 3 and then just like go for game because your Megiddo is playing out like a bunch of bodies. You don't really have that, but it's really just there to like play rush skills from hand and then just go for game.
Yeah.
So yeah, I won't sugarcoat it. The card is pretty nutty. And then round up the deck is just 2 red scrambles.
Bird scramble.
Yeah, it's got the beer. It's got the beer on the artwork. So
that's how you stop beer wins. See?
This is actually like I kind of tempted to play more in this because normally I just play 1 or 2. That's kind of like what people usually do with scrambles, like 1 or 2. But it's really good in this deck because you can play out a rookie. And then you can climb into a Garuda, and then into a Garuda X, and that Garuda X gives that stack rush as you add back.
Yeah,
so,
you did that in our game.
And then you just combo off again because it's like they clear your board and you have this set up. You pretty much just do the whole thing again. As long as you have the pieces. But that's why I really like Scramble in this. So I think 2 is the minimum.
Yep.
But like you can also make an argument for it to go to 3. So worst case, like Grav Crush goes to 1. You just cut 1 for a Protoform and then like say play another scramble.
Yeah.
And then you just keep 1 in just for cheeky memory game.
Yeah, that seems good.
I think that could be good.
Yep.
Because this card will. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's it.
All right.
Yeah, that's
Thanks,
it.
man. GG's.